Hi Megan, my name's Addie and I'm going to be walking you through this session today. Before we begin, I have some information for you and I'm going to read it to make sure I cover everything. You probably already have a good idea of why I asked you to be here, and let me go over it again briefly. We are asking people to try an app that we've been working on and see whether or not it works as intended. The session should take about 20 minutes. First things first, I want to make sure right away that we are testing the site, not you. You can't do anything wrong. In fact, this is probably the one place today that you won't have to worry about making mistakes. As you use the app, I am going to ask you as much as possible to think aloud, to say what you are looking at, what you're trying to do, and what you are thinking. This will be a big help for us. Also, please don't worry about if you're going to hurt our feelings. We are doing this to improve the site, and we would like to hear your honest reactions. If you have any questions as we go along, just ask them, but I may not be able to answer them right away since we are interested in how people do when somebody is not beside them trying to help. But if you have any questions when we are done, I'll try to answer them then. If you need a break at any point, just let me know. With your permission, we are going to record what happens on your screen in our conversation. The recording will only be used to help us figure out the site and won't be seen by anybody else working on the project. It helps me because I won't have to take as many notes. Any questions so far?
Nope.
All right, before we begin, can you please download Starship, the food delivery app? Excuse me. While that's downloading, the scenario you will be playing is a student that is in their dorm studying or on a location on campus that you would need food delivered, and you decided to use Starship. And before we open the app, I have a few questions. How often do you eat on Ball State University's campus?
Every day.
What are your favorite places to eat on Ball State University's campus?
The atrium and the tally.
Do you use food delivery services, and if so, how often?
I think I've used them once.
That's not a problem. Great, we're done with the questions and we can start looking at things. So you could go ahead and open the app, and there's a few things that you just need to click through. And once you get to where you type in your location, it will be Doherty's West Entrance. And yes, and you can delete the app after.
Do I click Ball State? Okay, Doherty. West entrance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Confirm delivery point.
Alrighty, first thing I'm going to ask you to look at on the page is tell me what you make of it. What strikes you? What do you think the site is? What you can do here? What's it for? Look around and do some navigation, but you can scroll as much as you want, but please don't click on anything yet.
Okay.
And just be vocal as possible.
Well, it's nice if they have if they're closed, and you can easily see that because they kind of like dimmed the picture. I don't know what Della Casa. Oh, that's the pasta place. Yeah. I guess, I don't know if I like that they call each area the actual name because I don't know the names of the actual areas. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It has easily visible wait time, and it says Ball State and your address. And it looks like it's got kind of like a news banner here. So, yeah.
Alrighty, thanks for that. Now I'm going to ask you to try doing specific tasks. I'm going to read each of them out loud and give you a printed copy. I am also going to ask you to do these tasks without using search. We'll learn a lot more on how the site works that way. And again, as much as possible, it will help us if you can try to read them as loud as you go, or out loud as you go. And here is your printed copy. And you would need to create an account, sign up for special offers and promotions, find something you would like to eat, and customize the order, and then add everything to cart. And after each of the provided tasks, I would want you to rate their difficulty.
Okay.
From very easy to very difficult.
So, create an account. I'm assuming profile. But it looks like I already have one. It's kind of weird. My details, maybe? There doesn't seem to be a specific place to create an account. I wonder if I go through and try to order something, it'll make me make one. I guess I'll try the phone number thing. That might initiate making an account. Verification code 8587. Email. Ooh, okay. This must be how you make an account. This is weird.
All right. If you think that you've already made an account, you could go ahead and rate the overall task if you thought it was super or very easy or very difficult.
Anyway, I'll label it account. That's kind of weird. So probably more on the difficult side.
All right, and you can continue to the next one.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming I have an account, and then once I figured that out, the promotions thing was pretty easy. Since it was a prompt. Not too bad.
Alrighty, and you can continue to the next one.
Oh, it changed the emoji. Maybe that means I have an account. Okay, find something I'd like to eat. Guess I'll go with the pasta place. I don't really understand why there's a music panel, but okay. Looks like kind of their specials and different categories. Oh, okay. It comes up with the menu and browse categories.
Excuse me.
Sure, special entrees. Okay. I guess I'll have to go with lasagna. It doesn't look like I can customize this one. I'll try to find something I can customize.
Okay.
The food setup seems to be a little weird because the area says pasta, but there's no like pasta menu easily available. It's a little strange. I'll try the grill and sushi. I'll go with a hamburger. Okay, yeah, here's customization.
Alrighty, how would you rate finding a food that you would like to eat?
I'd make it pretty neutral. They have it set up to like find the areas you want, but once you get into the weeds, it's kind of confusing to find stuff that I know Woodworth has. No. Okay. Add to cart. Okay. It wasn't too hard to add it to the cart. I'll make sure it's in there. Yep. This is set up pretty nicely. It'll tell you how much it costs to deliver, the time, and where it's going. Should I proceed to checkout?
That won't be necessary, but how do you feel about the customization of the order and when you added everything to the cart?
I don't like the customization. It only lets me click on one. Like if I want multiple, it's not very intuitive. Not how to do that. You can't, there's no like add topping. Ugh, that's weird. I might give that a pretty low rating.
Alrighty, and for the 5th task, it is on a number sheet.
It was pretty easy to add it to the cart. So yeah.
Thanks, that was very helpful. I have a few follow-up questions I would like to ask. What, if anything, do you think worked well while you were using the app? And why?
I think despite me not knowing the names of the certain food areas, or a couple of them, it was easy to find different food categories on the main menu. I think it worked well because they're easily labeled and kind of has a little subline of what they have. So that was probably the easiest thing on here.
What, if anything, do you think didn't work so well and why?
I think the customization of orders didn't work well because I don't understand why they would only let me click one thing to put on a hamburger. I think it would work better if it was like check boxes instead of like, it was almost like a multiple choice where you could only pick one.
If you could change anything about this design, what would you change?
Honestly, under the profile section, I would make a area about creating an account, or at least under my details, like say something about creating an account, because it wasn't very clear where to go to make that. Or even when you open the app, it could be like make an account or sign in or something. Yeah.
Alrighty, and if there's anything you think you would like to talk about that would be important for me to know so I can approve the app, what would it be?
Mainly just the account thing. Because once you figure that out, it's not too hard to navigate in here. There's a few little things like the customization that's weird, but yeah, that's the main thing.
Alrighty, and wrapping up, do you have any questions for me now that we're done?
No.
Alrighty, and before we do head out, could you do the SUS survey for me?
Yeah.
And it's just going through just almost analyzing the application, picking out if it was difficult, if it was easy to navigate, in just other scenarios. Alrighty, and again, I wanted to say thank you for taking the time and initiative to take the test, and I thank you again.